Hi, I'm Kristin Omdahl. I'm a creative entrepreneur embracing every aspect of life with artistic intention. Join me as I share the way I live and all the tips and tricks along the way. Allow me to inspire you to do the same. Please like, share, or comment on my videos. I'd love to hear from you. And if you subscribe to my channel, you'll be first to know when there's something new. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make these beautiful squares in chart form. I'm going to draw the chart as we go so you can follow along and understand why the chart is made the way it is and what it means. First, we're going to start with a stitch key so you understand what everything's going to mean in the chart. And so for this one, we're going to need a chain, which is a little oval and would be abbreviated CH in the pattern. We're going to need a single crochet, which is a tiny little cross, which is abbreviated SC in a pattern. We're going to need double crochet, which is a slightly elongated capital T with one diagonal line through it, and that's called a double crochet, abbreviated DC. We're going to need a treble crochet, which is slightly longer than a double, so a little longer of an elongated T, capital T, and it's going to have two diagonal lines through the center of it, and that's called a treble crochet, and that's abbreviated TR. And then at one point in the pattern we're going to do a cluster stitch, and it happens to be treble crochets that we're going to cluster. And when you cluster stitches, they're going to look like this, where the top is joined for all of the stitches. So in this particular pattern we're doing a 4 treble cluster, 4 TR cluster. So let's get started. Okay, this particular pattern starts with a chain 4. So remember, oval. Oh, one other thing we're going to need is the little solid dot stands for a slip stitch. So we're going to chain 4 and slip stitch to join, and I'm alternating the color of every round to help it make more sense for you. So we're going to start with a chain 8 that counts as a double crochet chain 5. So because the first 3 count as a double crochet, I'm going to mark it that way, and then the chain 5 in the position that the chain 5 space will be, and that'll make more sense as we go along. But so what you're doing is crocheting chain 8, and then we're going to double crochet into the chain 4 space. Then we're going to chain 5, and then we're going to double crochet into the chain 4 space. Chain 5, double crochet into the ring, chain 5, double crochet, chain 5, double crochet, chain 5, double crochet, chain 5, double crochet. Then the end of the pattern will say chain 5 and slip stitch to the first stitch at the beginning of the round to join. Well, that is the double crochet or the chain 3 that counts. So you're going to slip stitch to the top of the chain 3 at the beginning of the round to join. Now we're going to switch to a new color to mark that we're on the next row. The next row starts with a chain 4 and a 3 treble cluster. The chain 4 counts as the first leg because the rest of the round is actually 4 treble clusters. So we're going to work this all in the chain 5 space, and then we're going to chain 7. As I'm reading the instructions out loud, this is actually what the line-by-line instructions say when you read them. And then we're going to do a 4 treble cluster in the next chain 5 space, and then we're going to chain 7. Then we're going to work a 4 treble cluster in the next chain 5 space, and then we're going to do a chain 7, 4 treble cluster in the next chain 5 space, chain 7, 4 treble cluster in the next chain 5 space, chain 7, 4 treble cluster in the next chain 5 space, chain 7, and 4 treble cluster in the next chain 5 space, chain 7, 4 treble cluster in the next chain 5 space, chain 7, then the pattern will say to slip stitch to the top of the first stitch at the beginning of the round to join. This is where in the pattern we changed color. So we can actually join with a slip stitch in any chain 7 space to start the new color. Otherwise you would just slip stitch over if you were just staying in the color. So let's say we slip stitched here, chain 1 and single crochet into the same chain 7 space. Then we're going to chain 5, and into this next chain 7 space we're going to work a double crochet, chain 5, a treble crochet, chain 5, a treble crochet, chain 5, and a double crochet. Then we're going to chain 5, single crochet in the next chain 7 space. Then we're going to chain 5. We're going to, in the next chain 7 space, we're going to work a double crochet, chain 5, a treble crochet, chain 5, a treble crochet, chain 5, and a double crochet. Then we're going to chain 5, single crochet in the next chain 7 space, chain 5, double crochet, chain 5, treble crochet, chain 5, treble crochet, chain 5. Whoops, that's off a little bit, but we'll get it in there. Double crochet, and then chain 5, single crochet, chain 5, double crochet. Let me just get those in and then I'll read it after I get them in. Okay, so double crochet, chain 5, treble crochet, chain 5, treble crochet, chain 5, double crochet, and then we'll chain 5 and slip stitch to the top of the single crochet at the beginning of the round to join. Now we're going to change color again to mark our next round, and we're going to chain 1, single crochet, 5 doubles, and single crochet in the next chain 5 space. And we're going to do that all the way around now. So it's going to be single, double, 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 single in each of these chain 5 spaces. This is a very easy round to crochet anyways. Okay, single, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 doubles, single. Okay, so we worked all the way around doing a single crochet, 5 doubles, and a single crochet in each chain 5 space around. We're going to slip stitch to the top of the single crochet at the beginning of the round to join. And I'm going to change color to show you how we do the very last round. Okay, we've already slip stitched into the single crochet, so now we're going to slip stitch into each of the next 3 stitches. So we want to end up in the center of the 5 double crochets, or the very center of the next petal or cluster of stitches. We're going to chain 1 and single crochet in the same stitch. And now we're going to chain 5, and we're going to skip the next 2 double crochets, the next 2 single crochets, and the next 2 double crochets. We want a single crochet in the center stitch of every petal around. So it's going to be chain 5, skip 6 stitches, and single crochet in the next. So now we're going to chain 5, skip 6 stitches, single crochet in the next, but now we're at a corner, and when we're at a corner we're going to do something slightly differently. We're going to chain 5 and single crochet in the same stitch just to give an extra loop in the corner. So now we're going to chain 5, single crochet in the center stitch, so skipping 6 stitches and single crochet in the next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, single crochet in the next stitch after you skip the 6, chain 5, skip 6 stitches, single crochet in the next, chain 5, skip 6 stitches, single crochet in the next, chain 5, skip 6 stitches, single crochet, well we're actually single crocheting into this one here, chain 5, and single crochet in the same stitch. Then we're going to chain 5, skip the next 6 stitches, single crochet in the next, chain 5, single crochet in the next stitch. This is hand drawn so it's slightly variance, but that's actually the one I meant to do. So we're going to chain 5, skip the next 6 stitches, and we're single crocheting into that one, chain 5, single crochet, skip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we're single crocheting in the next, chain 5, single crocheting into that stitch there, chain 5, single crochet in the same stitch, chain 5, skip 6 and single crochet in the next, here's what our finished chart looks like, and I'll show you what it looks like next to what the actual motif looks like. Isn't it amazing how similar they are? The anatomy of the chart is very similar to the anatomy of the stitches, which is one of the reasons why I think crochet is really easy to learn in the chart form, because it's a great way to set your work down and see if it's actually mimicking the chart. If you want to learn how to do this in the crochet stitches, follow along in the video that comes up on your screen right now, and you can learn how to make the 3rd square of our springtime Afghan.